Happy Friday, everybody. I hope it has been a really good week. All right, when something you love disappears slowly, it's a bit of a bummer. I'll start by saying I grew up riding a trail, pretty much after work, many times a week for years and years. It wasn't a super special trail, but it was fun. It's like 30, 45 minutes. It was a total ritual to do it with friends and to just enjoy this fun, easy to do ride that had some pretty cool sections. One of which were my favorite corners in the whole world. It's like 4 or 5 little corners back to back. Nothing about this trail was that special, but if you hit those corners right, man, the sense of flow was just perfect. But I use the word was because you can't ride it anymore. A construction company ended up leasing the land and using it to mine resources. And so every summer, they would shut down one section of the trail. And then the next summer, another section. Slowly but surely shutting down the entire trail until a few years ago, yes, even those amazing corners were gone. It's kind of cliche. It was funny, like a movie. Literal bulldozers destroying this part of my childhood. Like, the fence is up, the sign is there, never to be ridden again, literally bulldozed. And so, like I said, when something you love or was a big part of your past is no longer something you can experience, it's a weird sense of grief. Maybe it's your favorite restaurant shutting down. If you weren't there at the time, you don't get it. It doesn't matter, right? But if you were, if that was something that was core to you, your memory, your ritual, then it hits extremely hard. And this happens way more than we realize. And not just with trails, but life, everything. Gaming in particular. The reason this idea came to mind is because I'm playing StarCraft 2, the campaign again. And StarCraft 2, I got to enjoy from 2010 to about 2015. The heyday years for the game. It had just come out. It was huge. Everyone was streaming it. The competitive scene was massive. I was laddering every day, staying up till like midnight, so I could watch the GSL broadcast from Korea to see the best players in the world, showing off new strategies and builds. It was hype, and it was amazing. And unfortunately, now we're 15 years deep. They just announced this last week, the main tournament series that has been supporting StarCraft 2 will be supporting it no more. Totally understandable. It's been a long time. The viewership has shifted. The developers, Blizzard barely even updates the game to the point where now there's companies who are like publicly bidding for the IP at this point. But it's sad that I'll probably never get to experience StarCraft 2 like it was in that heyday ever again. I still play the game. It's cool. It's very fun. Think about Halo 2 or Halo 3. If you were there during those years, you know there was nothing like that. I would love to hear stories about it in the comments, but anyone who played Halo 3 matchmaking during the heyday, nothing like that scene. Xbox communicator in party chat, the messages, the smack talk, so much time. What an incredible scene to be a part of. And yeah, we have MCC, but it is nothing like the experience of Halo 2 or Halo 3 during those years. I remember playing Halo 3 online, my roommate in college, and there was nothing quite like that. And now I don't even know, the 360 servers are shut down. I think you can still play with some community-made tools, but for the most part, you can't relive it. There's a natural urge to hold on, to preserve it. There's plenty of times people will rally the community to try and resurrect the magic, like a repopulate day. Maybe they'll send a note to the developers, like, can we try and light the fire again? And maybe sometimes it works. A lot of the times, I don't think it does. And most of the time, we're not really trying to fix something, we're trying to freeze a moment in time. And unfortunately, the world just doesn't work that way. I'm trying to learn this skill. What is happening right now that I'm going to be nostalgic for in a few years? And how do I make sure I appreciate every day to the fullest so that I'm not looking back and going, man, I really wish I didn't take that for granted. In many ways, Some of the best things in life are temporary. That's hard to accept. Now, I wish I could go back and ride that trail, but it's gone. And so it occupies a special place in my mind. And I had many years to sort of come to grips with the fact that at some point, I'm going to reach the top of the hill and the sign is going to be there that says closed, for good. And it happened. The corners are in my memory. I don't even think I have GoPro footage of it. Maybe I do. If I do, I'll throw it in. It's very old. But then there's also the element of the past where I think there are things that we can learn from it. I totally chase nostalgia. I try not to make it the big focal point of the channel, but I strongly believe there are things from the past, especially with games, that are worth celebrating that we have given up in the modern era. It's one of the reasons I replay a lot of older games. But I don't want to get hung up trying to revive the past or remake what has happened, because we can't go back. As much as I would like to, there's no way to re-experience Halo 3 for the first time again online. It's not that you're doing something wrong and missing it. It's just times have changed and you're probably a different person too. There's new trails to go out and ride. There's new games to go experience, new moments to create, friendships to find, and just life to live. And they won't look like those old memories. And that is the point. And that's a big realization for me. You probably won't know exactly when you're in that new golden era. But if you start to sense it, if you're like in a community or a scene or getting to do something that you know is special, man, just appreciate that. Lean into that. I think that is super important, and I said that way too many times. Moving on gets framed like a defeat, like you gave up, and it's just the opposite. If you move on, it can be like a sense of power, of freedom. It's knowing what you had, appreciating it, and then choosing to keep going, even though you know it won't be the same. The past doesn't have the same scary uncertainty that the future does. And that moving on, it is not weakness, it's like a sign of wisdom. So even though I will never get to ride that stretch of trail again with those perfect corners, I'm still going to ride. I'm still going to look for new, fun things. There'll never be like a little stretch of trail like that, but there's going to be something else that is unique, that is cool, and you got to keep riding to find it. We can't go back, and that is okay. What are some moments that you can think of in gaming, in life, or whatever, that were really special and that one of a kind experience, right? That you can't really duplicate? I would love to hear about it down below. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Go out, play something fun, do something fun, and I'll see you again very soon.